All right, ladies and gentlemen, in step 2 of our frame, we are now going to make some thumbnails. Now, normally a thumbnail sketch is the entire drawing, just smaller. This time around, since frames tend to repeat themselves, I want you to just kind of brainstorm one corner. So if you think about this, this would continue on and be your frame. So this is just one corner of your frame. So 1/4 of it. So you don't have to draw the whole thing. You're just kind of playing around with how your symbols and patterns go together. So you want to start with your symbols, and maybe I start with my pair of glasses. So you should have that symbol pattern worksheet. So one of the things I do want you to think about here is that you are going to fill the space. So that means you might want to have cropping. You might want to have some overlapping, but you're going to fill up the space of this frame between your patterns and your images. So maybe I have glasses here, maybe I have a clock over here. And then maybe I just put a background pattern in behind it. So I do wrong way. Maybe I even do multiple background patterns. So if I stop this right underneath that clock, so between my clock and my glasses, I put a brick wall. Okay, and then maybe once I hit that, this becomes a bunch of clocks. So I have a pattern of clocks that breaks that pattern. And then maybe I'd go into something else. So I kind of like that idea, so let's move on to the next one. So what you can do is you can just have a pattern behind with your images on top of it, especially if your images are cropped. That'll help you fill up the space. Or you could have one pattern leading into another with a couple of big images. You do want to include both images and patterns, but it could be that you have a bunch of images or just a couple. So you're going to try this on all 4 corners and come up with 4 different corners. You can use the same symbols or you can use different ones. I would recommend using different ones, as this is kind of your chance to experiment when it comes to moving on. You're going to pick one of these or maybe even multiple of them to combine to create your final frame.